Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Wednesday, April 13th, 2016. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, as always, Andrew James Ariel with JunkieMonkeys.com. Joining me, as always, is Grant Fierro. Today's guest is Dame. I almost called him Matt Damon. Damon Thorney. And then Eliza Chandler. We have a stupid show for you today with many topics. We'll be talking about Shad Ware doing a frontside flip over a car at Nike Garage. 5-trick fix with Wesley Kremer. There's also news of Wesley. He's trying to run for president. Not really. He dropped out shoes called the Wes Kremer 2 with DC Shoes. DC Shoes reminds me of a gentleman named Chris Ray, the DC filmer. We have news saying that the filmer wheel program at Bones has ceased. We'll talk more about that later. Jamie Foy switches to Death Wish. Grant will speak more about that. Lakai Nadis Kapis Lakai collaboration. Lakai is partnering with Huff. Grant will talk more about that. A lot of Grant topics here. Mike Moe will never leave girl skateboards and will be skating at the end of the year. About the barracks battles, those are fun. I can't wait to talk about that because they've got a new bracket for the second round announced with one of the winners. Creature Skateboards adds John Gardner. My God! If you haven't heard about him, you will hear about him soon. News Chaz Ortiz and Forrest Kirby footage. Z York, MIA. Z York should be MIA. Next topic. Malto documentary with Ty Evans. Sick as fuck. Can't wait to talk about that. Pizza Southwest side story through Thrasher. Keelan Dad is expected to release a new board brand. Super Clean Wax, Shane O'Neill Company, is going to come a reality. Weekend with Wes Kremer. Wes is all over the place. I love it. San Diego represent. Grant fucked up last week saying that Dane Vong is no longer on Supra. He will clarify that also. But the biggest news that we will start off the week is the Fall of Fallen. Grant.
Yes, sir.
The Fall of Fallen. Your thoughts, please.
Follow my thoughts. I mean, well, obviously,
let's say what the Fall of Fallen is just for the sake of being on the record.
Fallen Footwear is currently producing their last line of shoes. Spring 2016 is it. They're not going any further than that. It's out of business. Obviously, definitely a bummer when like a skateboarders company that they worked hard on, and like obviously is a big part, and most skateboarders for sure know about Fallen. So it's obviously a bummer. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily surprised because, I mean, especially in San Diego, Fallen it was out of Carlsbad for a while. So, I mean, when I first started skating, I feel like I saw it more. And then over time, like, I don't see much of any at all recently. Mm-hmm. So it didn't necessarily surprise me. I mean, they've lost a lot of names on their team.
Right.
Obviously, Chris Cole was the biggest one.
Absolutely.
And Jamie mentioned that in his new interview and, like, how that affected them. So a bummer, but not a surprise to me.
Fallen was out for the past 13 years, and as you said, started out of Carlsbad and started with DC Shoes. I remember hearing a lot about that when they had started Inception. Damon, your thoughts on the passing of Fallen Footwear?
Like Grant said, like anytime a skate-owned company like goes down, it's kind of sad just because there's so many riders they support, and that's like a lot of guys' main livelihood is the shoe sponsor. But I mean, I grew up like a huge Jamie Thomas fan and like was really into it like when it first came out, but I can't say I'm surprised. Like I haven't seen people wearing them in a long time, and like I haven't bought a pair or like seen many people repping it, so it's kind of saw it coming. But yeah, it's just tough to imagine like what are skaters going to do? There's so many good skateboarders out there, and like it's getting to be like so few brands to support them. So it'll be interesting to see like kind of what everyone does next.
So currently, there's a few names I'm curious about what happened since the Fallen video Ride the Sky came out. But right now that they have listed on their team page, it's Jamie Thomas, Sandoval, Slash, Dane Berman, John Dixon, and Tony Cervantes. I never heard about what happened with Garrett Hill and who was the other rider?
Garrett skates Filaments, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least was for a little bit.
Wasn't he on Osiris for a second too, or no?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I think he was.
He was on Osiris, and so was Jimmy Carlin.
Billy Marks used to be on Fallen.
Billy Marks was a good one. He's also on Fillet. The name that I'm curious about, and I was just watching footage of him last night, right?
Oh, Josh Harmony. That's interesting.
Josh Harmony.
Oh yeah, that's what Goofy. Yeah, I haven't seen anything out of him in a while. I don't think.
I feel like he's been wearing like different shoes for a while now. Like,
dude,
I've seen him post
yeah,
up, like,
I think I saw him in PF Flyers. Yeah, okay.
And like, I think he's just like kind of on
whatever
his own deal. Yeah, doing whatever he wants.
Elijah, you still with us, Mr. Chandler? Elijah, try hopping back in here. Until then, Cortez, I'm gonna get you on here. Oh no, Elijah beat you to it. Nope, he's trying to say some stuff here. Elijah, hop in. Trying to get his take because when this news broke, I had two gentlemen hit me up who watch the podcast. I don't know how frequently they watch it. And Elijah was one of them. He says, dude, you have to get me on the show because I want to share my thoughts and take on the Fall of Fallen. It's because to some skateboarders, I mean, I've worn Fallens. My favorite one were the Chris Cole Rippers. I really enjoyed that shoe.
That's what everyone had.
I feel like if you didn't have the Rippers, I feel like you weren't ripping it. Elijah, it doesn't seem like you're not getting in here. Cortez, hop on. Or I guess he wants me to text him. I don't know why I have to do that if you're watching the show. That seems a little over excessive. Okay. Oh no, he heard me on here. He is on.
Ha.
Mr. Glosson.
What's up?
Please tell me what your thoughts on Fallen no longer being around.
Are we allowed to cuss on this show?
Oh fuck no, of course not.
I don't know. I think it's pretty damn lame just because, I don't know, it seems like there's only like 3 brands left to me that it looks like everyone's skating. Like, you never see anyone like, you know, when you were like younger and you could look at someone and tell they skateboarded by like what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's just everyone looks the fucking same and it's super lame. I don't know. Just so many big fucking corporate things, and then I don't know. Just no one seems to be just supporting anything that's good anymore. They just do it for the money. It seems like.
Like as in the
what?
Do you mean like no one support? Wait, you need headphones, Cortez.
Yeah.
I can hear you fine.
No,
but it sounds bad on ours.
Oh, really?
I can hear ourselves.
Yeah. Right, hold on. I got these big ass ones right here.
Oh.
Get those big ass headphones. I want them to cover your face. Let's see what we have for.
How's that?
Yeah, you're good. So,
la 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 la.
No, I don't remember my question. So, what else were you saying?
Well, you're saying, are you saying that you don't like that people are no longer supporting core skateboard shoes?
Yeah, and it's lame that, like, have you noticed that, like, all the Nike stuff to make those kind of shoes modeled after, like, basketball and fucking costumes were after, like, golf shoes and stuff?
You don't like that?
And that, well, the only way for, like, America and all them to keep up is to make, like, kind of weird shoe models like that either. You know what I mean? Like all those Westgates that he had that looked like running shoes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Everyone else has to copy all the big stuff to even, like, remotely stay, like, relevant.
Right.
In the skate scene, which is kind of lame.
One thing that, I mean, especially with the whole shoe topic, like a lot of guests bring up on here, is like rubber toe and like
like a toe cap.
But yeah. But if you talk about that, like that has nothing to do with other sports, and that's not. I mean, Huff was started by a professional skateboarder, and then that got copied or redesigned, however you want to word that.
That's more of like a trend too. There's so many like trends now, and like skateboarding is almost like about fashion and skating.
But I mean, trends right now are really easy to point out. But I mean, something being trendy, like there's always been trends. There's just different trends, right?
Yeah.
Or would you disagree with that?
No, yeah, that's true.
Would you say Jim managed to get on here from Mexico? I love it.
How's he doing that?
I don't know. He's a man of many gifts. Would you say, Grant? Would you say that the toe cap? Would you say that the toe cap is not a trend?
I mean, yeah, no, it's probably a trend. Yeah, because it's like super big right now, and 2 years ago it wasn't big.
Yeah, stuff like that's happened like several times in skating before. It's not like too big of a surprise. There was a moment when like every shoe looked like the half cab. Like
Yeah.
when half cabs got really big, like back in like 2008 or whatever, like every brand.
Yeah, I
came
mean
out.
they have every shoe company has a Janowski pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like
Slip-ons too.
yep.
Slip-ons are blowing
That's a
up.
big one right now. Everyone's making those.
It's crazy with shoes because they have to make them so far in advance that like if one person gets hold of that like hot thing or whatever, or they think is going to be big, like every other brand's like, all right, we got to do it too, and then they all come out at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damon, what did you think? I managed to, I hope, because this was a big topic, is what did you think of Tommy Sandoval's Instagram post?
I thought it was cool that he spoke his mind. The whole thing, like, it's so tough to like defend either side of it. Like,
Okay.
I personally believe that like skating is always going to be in skaters' hands, and like we can say like fuck corporations or like all this stuff, but at the end of the day, skaters are the ones that are buying the shoes, and skaters are the ones that are like influencing the trends. So like it's in our hands, like, and if it gets out of control or goes to the corporations or like whatever, and you know, it's like you just got to look at skateboarders themselves. You know, it's like they're the ones making the decisions.
Yeah. The thing
I like that in Jamie's like interview in Jenkum, he says like, I don't want to play the victim. Like, you know, this is the way the situation is, and
Yeah.
like, this is what happened. You know.
But my thought was like the way Tommy said it, and I don't know if Jamie meant it like this or I've kind of just got the vibe from the whole situation, is that people are trying to like blame Nike, and like first of all, like I got Nike's the biggest, I guess that's why they choose Nike, but like that's not the only corporation. I mean, there's obviously a lot more, but also
DC's
like
huge too.
yeah, I just don't think that you can. I don't think it's necessarily right, or like you can really blame another company for the failure of your own company. Like you can't just say, oh, like obviously Nike has more money in that and more technology, and so that gives them more opportunity for things that someone like Fallen wouldn't have. But I just don't think it's right. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like you can still make it without those things. Like you can't just blame, oh, Nike, all these corporations, like that shouldn't be the failure of your brand because of another brand.
Well, I think the biggest part about it is the marketing dollars, because they have more money. Like what you just brought up, they also have the ability to acquire some of the biggest
Bigger
things.
names, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think,
totally true.
and I would like to acknowledge this. Would you? And this is just my personal opinion. I like to get your opinions also. Is would you say that Fallen started falling down right when Cole left?
It seems like, based on what Jamie Thomas said, like that was part of like a bunch of other things happening at the same time.
Yeah.
But it seems like
there was a lot of people leaving too. Like what Grant said earlier, like Josh Harmony and
yeah, they lost a lot of names,
left.
but Cole was the biggest.
Yeah.
Cole has a huge following.
Yeah.
Super huge. That dude know how to do the tray flip very good. The best part about the Tommy Sandoval rant was he said fuck energy drinks, and then he said fuck Nike, and he tagged him in it.
I love that he tagged him. I thought that was funny.
Fuck Nike SB. I want you to see that shit. I also have another person on here named Elijah. Elijah Chandler says that he has some news. He has a little bit of inside news from Dane Berman. So go ahead and hop on. I will go ahead and say bye-bye for a little bit, but I will be back.
Oh, here he is.
Elijah knows the most about skateboarding than anyone I've ever met in my entire life.
I've talked to him a couple times. I recognized him when he came on here, just skating.
You could literally ask him like
knew
any
everything
question.
about Black Box. When Black Box was around.
Well, me and him grew up like on Black Box and stuff. Like that was my shit.
Yeah, I know
growing
that's
up.
your thing too.
It's not working, Elijah. So we're gonna do the Gary Rogers method. We will call you on the phone, and then we will get a conversation going through that way.
The Gary Rogers method.
That is what we did for Gary.
Yeah, it's not working, so we're gonna do a Gary Rogers style. I'm gonna keep you on the phone. What the fuck? Why you hang up? See, all right, Elijah's not meant to. Why are you FaceTiming me? This is not necessary. You don't have to FaceTime me. We're gonna do this Gary Rogers style now. You said that you're gonna I swear to God, if you hang up again, I will beat the shit out of you. I need you to stay on here and give me your thoughts on give me your thoughts. I guess we could do this. This is kind of cute. All right, what are your thoughts on living?
Okay, so pretty much, I'm just really bummed on the whole thing because for me, like when I was super little, I met the whole team and I became really good friends with like Jamie and Chris, and ended up like them and formed like pretty good friendship with the guys. And then I don't know, I would periodically just go to like all the signings and like whatever else they had in like San Diego County area. And I don't know, it was like, to me it really sucks to see another like company that like I idolized and still like I think had like so much to bring to the table comparatively to like the newer companies that have come through. And like I don't know, they've just done stuff that like wasn't, they stayed true to their roots, and that's something that I think is really good. Because like I don't know, I'm just pissed that like Nike's pretty much buying out everything, and in my opinion they're kind of just ruining skating.
They're ruining everything, you say, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you said you have some news. You got some news to enlighten us. Please share, enlighten us all.
Yeah. So I talked to Dane, and
Dane Berman.
Pretty much Dane Berman, and he pretty much said that there was nothing really that like Fallen could do as a company, and the main cause as to the demise of Fallen in the eyes of him and his employer, as in Fallen, they was pretty much just the corporate buyout of skating. And yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting now to actually see people like seeing Tommy's post, seeing how he blatantly like actually called out Nike, and it's pretty much just like fuck them and fuck like everything that they're doing to the industry.
You said you talked to Dane. You said you talked to Dane regularly.
And he also said he's not going anywhere. He said he said that he's not marketable, I guess, in his eyes. He said he's old, which I think is bullshit.
Who's old?
I know he could totally get like,
hello?
Dane. He said he's old and not marketable. So I was just like,
Dane's fucking gnarly.
So why is he riding a skateboard for a career?
I don't know.
So, dude, wait, slow down. You're saying that is Dane done? Dane said, fuck it, I'm going to get a job at McDonald's? Like, he's no longer pro skateboarding?
No, he's not. Wait a minute. No, he just says that he's not going to get a shoe sponsor, or he's not very hopeful about that.
Well, he better be marketable if he plans on selling any boards, because that's the shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, it kind of seems like a conflict, because I know he could get picked up by, like, America or, like, New Balance, or like a company like that where like he has a lot of friends that ride for the company.
But so then,
like I know he's really good friends with Frankie.
Hold on, Grant has a question. I think Grant got a point of question. What you got, Grant?
So you and like, well, this whole situation is like being aimed at like corporations and their negative thing that they bring to skateboarding, which, but then you just said like you could see him going to New Balance, like fitting on the team. Do you think that that's something he would do, or like what do you think about that? Since you're obviously like bummed that a core brand like Fallen has fallen out.
Yeah, I mean, I asked him how it feels to have like Nick Rosario and Gustav Servin, who both ride for Nike, who also ride for Zero, and he pretty much said that like the fact that like his teammates ride for Nike and that Nike was pretty much, even though it was like the company that put Fallen out of business, so to speak, he really has like no control over it. And yeah, I don't know, he's really on it, but he just doesn't really think he's gonna get picked up by anybody. I'm kind of like, he might go to New Balance, I mean, if like a connection with Frankie works out, but I don't know. I mean, Dane's like really opinionated, and I don't know if he'd vibe super well as a team. Aside from like Frankie, and then like Tom rode for Zero, and like I know they skated together a little bit. So
Well, we appreciate your thoughts on here, Chandler. We're gonna. Oh my God, why the fuck are you wearing that shirt, Cortez?
He's a
That is
Tuesday shirt.
That is
That's
a
funny.
horrible shirt to wear.
I woke up at 1:30 today and fucking I've been at home all day, so I just fucking threw it.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear that in public either. All right, Chandler, we're gonna see you back here on the show. We'll talk to you in a bit. Thanks again for your insight.
Yeah, sorry the method's all ghetto, but whatever.
Yeah. We love the ghetto-ness. We'll talk to you soon. All right, and that's Elijah Chandler. As we also point out, I guess we can't blame everything on Nike because of the perfect storm with the burning of the factory, losing Chris Cole. What can I say? Wrong place at the wrong time for Fallen.
I feel like
I would like to get more opinions on here. So Jamie says that he'll say, I'll probably just ride the Fallens as much as he can until I guess, I don't know, he has no more left. So where do we think Tommy T Guns will end up?
I feel like almost the entire team, because of just the way they skate, would fit on America. But I mean, obviously, America can't just add on that many people.
Maybe S.
What?
Maybe S.
I feel like Tommy would go to S.
Tommy Sandoval riding S Footwear?
I feel like that's the only place he'd logically go to.
That'd be a weird fit for me personally.
Somebody's with Tom Astor, right?
Oh, they gotta do a lot of revamping.
S?
Circa, maybe?
Yeah, Circa's not a bad one.
Circa. That's
Go back that route,
I wonder how that brand's doing, though.
Dude, I had a pair for the first time like 2 months ago, the Windsor James ones.
Yeah.
Those are so good, honestly. It was one of the best shoes I've ever skated.
Oh, really? You like them?
Yeah, it was like, they lasted like over a month.
I just don't see a lot of them, is why I was saying that.
I know.
Like around, I rarely see Circas.
Yeah.
What do you see a lot of?
What do I see a lot of?
Yeah.
Nike.
Vans, Huff, Converse, Nike, Adidas. I see a okay amount of Lakais.
Yeah, I've been seeing the Kaiser around a lot too.
What about DC?
America is good, I feel like.
No DC?
I see some DCs. I think I'm going to see a lot of people, especially in San Diego, with the West 2s.
Yeah, as they should. Okay, moving right along here. Transition from a big topic to let's get into a good meat here. Well, I mean, we were talking about the West 2s. I don't know about you guys, but I'm voting for West as the president of the United States of America. I think he'll regulate big banks, as he said in this commercial. I feel my future is safe with Wesley Kremer. I mean, as it becomes apparent, I mean, I'm pretty sure Damon feels the same way too. He's like, fuck Trump if he's like Jim Tebow.
I agree with you on that.
I don't know. Cortez, can you stop giving Grant props? Cortez, what do you think about Wes Kramer's campaign for the Kremer 2? I think it's the best thing that ever happened in skateboarding.
I didn't even see it.
Fucking up, brother.
I just know he has.
There's a bunch of San Diego spots. You should watch it.
Is it a video?
Yeah, of course
There's
it
a
is.
few.
We'll link you. We didn't give you the show notes
And
here.
there's Weekend with Wes. That one's sick on the barracks.
The only thing I remember is the Yes on West thing where he did Ficky hard flip down that
For his first
12.
show?
Yeah. I saw that, but I didn't see the new one. I heard about it, but I never saw the thing.
Did you see it, Damon?
You see the chat? There it
What's
is. There's the link. Go ahead and peep that out. I love this ad so much. I had to ask Chris Ray about it. See, he did a little bit of filming for it. He didn't film the entire thing. Skateboarding needs to have more commercials like this. I don't know if it's just it's an election year, but I love that it's a beautiful thing. He's crusty in nature. He looks like he's a bum, but he's wearing a suit. He's kissing babies. He threw away a scooter. He was on a plane. They had billboards of him doing peace. He said, I think it'd be great to give back to the people. Shoes for the people, T-shirts for the people, and stickers for the people. It's the best thing in skateboarding. I love this shoe, and I am getting a pair complimentary from Christopher Ray, and I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to skate it. Can't wait to. I'll fucking lick the shoe. I swear to God. I'll post a photo of me licking the bottom of the sole. Grant, please thoughts. I need the feedback.
I think it's a really good ad
on this topic.
It's a good ad, definitely, because it's funny and it plays along like very like well with the current event of presidential stuff going on.
Wow.
And it's just hilarious because it's Wes. The skating is insane because it's Wes. Obviously, the switch hard flip over the rail into the bank is gnarly. And that spot's crusty, which is why Wes skated it.
What does crusty mean? Is it just
crusty by nature? That's Wes's thing, dude.
I want to ask him. I'm trying to get him on the show. I recently got his contact. I want to know, what is crusty? What does that mean?
It's not
does it
like
mean?
Damn, that was dope.
It's like hard to skate. It's rough, crusty. It's like
cracks
dirty.
and not ideal.
Yeah.
What spot are you guys talking about?
Just
The
crusty.
Patrick Henry row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I just said wow. I can't believe
the hard flip was so gnarly. Yeah,
my friend Carrillo tried to back 180 into it and just fucking.
What?
Yeah, you know
saw that
Carrillo?
clip.
You were at our video premiere, dude.
Yeah, you saw that clip, Drew.
I fucking know. I was just watching Cortez and Jake. I was in love with those two parts, but I love Carrillo.
He's so good, dude.
I don't remember that. If I did, then it went by too fast for me to fully acknowledge it. Damon, Krusty, the Krusty President campaign.
I back it. I thought it was funny. The only thing that I could say negatively about it is I hate it when the same video plays on every website and like everywhere you go, you have to watch that one video.
The same ad.
But I mean, that's advertising. I guess you have to do it. But overall, super rad.
Killed it.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you asking why?
No, I'm not gonna ask why. Hey, I'm doing a podcast. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just my feelings are hurt and it was kind of rude. I wanted to say, why is that? No, it's not my girl. Man, you guys are too much. I need to get my thing right. Damon, were you saying that that every website you went to is playing that ad?
Yeah, it's like for the first. I think it's still going on every website. Like the pre-roll that plays before a video, or like when you get to it, you have to watch that video first.
Yeah, the barracks. It's on the barracks.
You know what, man? That's
an ad. That's how it works.
You know, that's an ad that I'm okay with watching for the rest of my life for every social media I want to watch.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to watch an
Instagram
ad over and over again, I can't complain about that one.
I want to play
Instagram videos.
Yeah, Instagram.
I like how they got a guy with a super deep voice too to do all the narrating for it, like it's some old professional guy in a suit or something.
Yeah, it's the dude that does the theater narration commercials.
It sounds like that old
summer
Spice.
coming in hot. Superman's gonna fuck your bitch. The new one-hit film, Superman Gets Laid 3.
Superman Gets Laid 3.
Oh shit! Who saw The Weekend with Wes? Tell me that wasn't dope.
Rad.
It was sick.
I like that he has the same bedroom from when he was a kid.
At his parents' house, it's so dope.
Yeah, like it looks exactly like it was when he was 14.
Yeah. My favorite thing, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I would have if I didn't live here, but it's cool because Drew, like we've skated like all those spots. That made it like just cool to see like how him and his friends are like doing the same thing that we do here around San Diego, just going to these spots, cruising, and especially like Wes and his Skate Mafia teammates and like.
Wes is super tight too.
Yeah, they're just so.
He's always been like super nice every time I've
been
and skated with him.
Yeah, it looks like they have a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're always just chilling. Like, you always see them at the parks, and they're just nice to everyone and like super cool about it. So that's cool.
Well, I think going back on what you said, I mean him going out cruising the streets. I mean, I feel like that's what all skateboarders do in their cruise. But it's almost like seeing yourself because it's in the same city at the same spots.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. Does he drive the same car as you, Grant?
Yeah, he does, but I think his is older.
Man, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, he's so sick.
You
Dude.
would think.
Is cool.
You know, I mean, it's obvious. You know, he says that he's living the lavish life. You know, he's living pretty comfortable.
At his parents' house in Carmel Valley.
In Carmel Valley, yeah, he's doing. I don't know. I don't know if he's doing as well as Grant Fierro, because that's some. Yeah.
It's sick to see them do it just because they're basically doing what we do, but they're making a living off of it. Pretty much.
Living the dream.
Moving right along. Super Clean Wax, Grant. This is your top.
This is random. So I think it was probably like a year and a half ago or 2 years. Shane O'Neill started like posting about this Super Clean Wax company that he was gonna start. And so, like, I just heard about it then. And then, like, they have an Instagram account, but they don't post on it anymore. And even, like, when Shane was, like, starting to talk about it, it wasn't, like, super active, I don't think. And then the other day, Shane O'Neill posted this photo, like, packing up to go on a Nike trip. And I was just, like, looking at it just to, like, see what he was taking because I was curious. And then I saw a hat that said Super Clean Wax on it. So I just commented. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, like, is Super Clean Wax going to happen or something like that? Or, like, are you bringing it back? And he replied.
Actually replied.
He said, we're going to start doing it again. Haha, it's been ages. So, I mean, nothing crazy, but just saying that. So, basically, Shane O'Neill's starting a wax company. So, I mean, a wax brand, it's not, like, crazy news, but
that's a long name for a wax company.
Super Clean.
Super Clean Wax.
Trying to keep the ledge super clean. I don't know. It's just a wax brand, but interesting that Shane's.
Maybe it's wax that doesn't make the ledge black.
It sounds like a
cleans it, cleans the ledge. I don't know what else to say about it. He just started a wax company, I guess.
You think? What do you think you'll do it? You think I'll do a diamond? Maybe you'll do it with Primitive.
That's what I was thinking. I wonder if it's going to be through Primitive.
Yeah, there's a decent chance.
Probably.
Of that. I don't see why not. He already partial owner of that.
Didn't Mark Johnson have a wax company? Those like queefs that were like fake cigarettes or whatever.
You said queefs?
I don't know.
It was literally called queefs, and it was like their little. You know what I'm talking about, Grant?
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah. But I don't know if that was a brand or just like they made one product or who made it for them.
Was it through the back 40? I always thought that was what it was.
Yeah,
it might have been through that.
It might have been. I think you're right.
Very interesting. I didn't hear or know about that. Queefs.
Yeah,
I wonder if that was Shane's part of the agreement when he joined Primitive. I want to do a wax company. I need that in the contract.
I bet Paul said, do whatever you want. Just switch double tray to
Santa Monica.
Just give me some clips. You could do what you want.
So I was talking to Chris Ray, and he said that they cut the filmer wheels program at Bones, and he texted me, says, "I'm Am again, haha."
I'm Am.
That's a bummer, man. He went from pro to Am with the release of his signature wheel. The signature wheel company, I like this collaboration they did with skateboard filmers. They had a wheel for Jason Hernandez, Ty Evans, Filmbot, and then the team manager and filmer Jared Lucas, as well as Christopher Ray.
His wheels were sick. We carry those at my work.
Oh, okay. Wait, where do you work again?
Surf Shop.
Surf Shop? I totally forgot about that. That's dope.
Yeah. I've had a couple people buy them too. They're pretty tight.
I don't know, man. It sounds like we have a skateboard. We have a filmer in need. I don't know, Damon. What do you think? You think the fire? You think the fire be down to pick up Chris?
We'll send him some wheels.
Hell yeah.
Those ADHDs are perfect for filming.
Yeah. Okay. That's a beautiful thing here. Jamie Foy switches to Death Wish. Mr. Fierro.
Yeah, I think I was like a week late on that because I was looking at his Instagram and I guess he had a Death Wish at Phoenix Am, but I didn't realize because, he was on
because Robbie Brockle took over Phoenix Am. Who the fuck cares about Jamie Foy?
Did the contest even happen?
They said, I know no one even cared about the contest. Said Brockle's pro. Fuck the results. Fuck the results. We got a pro on the team.
I mean, he was already getting hooked up by Baker, so it wasn't like a big change.
Right.
And they haven't introduced him or anything. So, I would bet he's currently working on like a welcome to the team for Death Wish, and I would say that makes a lot of sense. I mean, Baker's been getting a lot of coverage and like news recently. With T-Funk, I mean, that kid puts out a ton of footage.
T-Funk is so sick.
Yeah, he kills it. And then they did that promo video, and then they just came out the Weekend Warriors. And Death Wish, Mike Medina was talking about this earlier today. Death Wish hasn't turned someone pro in a while. So I'm not saying Jamie's going pro already. I mean, that'd be quick. But welcome to the team.
You think Baker has enough shit going for it right now? You think Death Wish needs some love, you're saying?
Yeah, I would say just a good idea to give Death Wish some more coverage or whatever word you want to use.
Elijah just texted me and said Jake Hayes is also on Death Wish now too.
Oh, weird.
Jake who?
Jake
Hayes.
Hayes?
He's an Australian dude. He's friends with Dane Berman.
Yeah, he's Aussie.
Oh yeah.
What shoe brand did Jake skate for?
What brand did he?
No, shoe brand. Do you know?
New Balance.
Oh, he does.
Damn, Elijah's giving me all the insight as you guys speak.
Dude, he knows about those Aussie dudes. Yeah, he does skate for New Balance.
Dude, I can't believe Jamie Foy is 19 years old.
Yeah, dude, look at this. Look what I just
that's how old I am, dude.
Yeah, it's so gnarly. And look.
He's so gnarly.
Here's the photo at my high school.
That's at Point Loma?
Yeah, no one's ever skated it.
It doesn't look doable. Looking
it's
at like
it's
that
like not
footage.
doable. Have you been there in person, David?
No, but watching that slam, I was like, no way he's got that.
Dude.
The most horrible thing about it is that spot does not do it justice. That angle, unless you're there, they need to do a first-person view where you can look at the depth, feel the edges, look how narrow it is.
Yeah, there should be a
trash can being in there too.
Next
that just
time,
looks like fuck your brain up.
Yeah, next time Jamie's in San Diego, they need to go back and like have him walk you through how gnarly this thing is.
They need to do a My War on the Instagram clip.
Dude, I think the craziest part about this rail, is that the kink, because it's a double set, like there's flat, so the kink in the middle is super short. So it's not like you like sit on the flat part. It's like, chink,
this big.
So quick that like I don't know how he did that. I walked past this rail like 5 days a week, and I did not think anyone would ever skate this rail. It's so big.
Is the 12 there still have that rail cut off?
Yeah, the one everyone skated. Nigel skated it when they first cut it.
Yeah.
Switch Smith grind.
I think it's hard to. I skated there once and it was so windy. Do you remember that, Drew? That day we went there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it was a tornado up in that school.
Yeah, I was trying to Vero heel it, and it was so windy that the second my board would like turn flat against the wind, it would like blow my board back. Yeah.
Yeah, people skate that thing there too. The leap of faith, but there's an elevator in the way now.
Yeah, that thing's you can't skate that, huh?
Nah.
That's the reason why Fallen went out of business. He never
You needed the leap of faith.
If you did the leap, it'd be all the different. Lakai, got news on Lakai. We'll start with the Lakai Nodis collaboration. Have you seen this, Damon?
I have. Looks pretty rad.
Would you cop a pair?
Yeah, I probably would. Maybe not the crazy yellow color. But,
Yeah.
but the regular ones I would.
I kind of like the yellow.
No.
They look cool, just not really my style. I would go something a little plainer.
You're a fan of Lakai there, Cortez?
Yeah, I mean, I used to skate them when I was younger, like the Manchesters, the old puffy ones.
Yeah, right when Fully Flared came out and you were talking Mike Mo.
Yeah, because that was the first skate video I ever saw. So I watched Fully Flared, and I thought Mike Carroll's part and Cairo Foster's part was like the fucking sickest. So then I went and just bought like fucking. I had so many pairs of the Manchesters in like every colorway, and then I went through like a phase where like I didn't really like them because I kind of like when shoes are stiffer, like they stay stiff for a long time, and they're just kind of floppy. But I'm skating the Griffins right now, the Gumsole ones.
I just found that too. I just learned about it. I just discovered it, I should say.
Yeah, the Lakai sign ripped off, but I'm still skating them.
I always see that happen to people.
Hey, do
I
you
feel
have
like
it
I
on
just
you?
followed.
Let me see your shoe. Yeah, let me see. I want to see your ripped up Lakai.
All right, let's go to all my shoes.
Jesus Christ.
Where are they at? Oh, they're right here.
How many fawns are in there?
There's none. I had to throw all those away.
Why?
I got some decline Matt Bennett shoes.
They went out of business. You said, "Fuck it, I'm a trash one."
Decline, yeah, those ones are done too.
Yeah, but yeah, just straight. You can kind of see
Where it was.
Yeah. But it
Wow.
just straight clean, just came off. It's just black.
Speaking of decline, did you see Mike Sinclair's like at one of the TMs or something for Nike now?
Yeah,
Talent
'Cause I
scout.
he's a talent scout. They have, and another part that I thought was interesting. Actually, we're backtracking here back to the Jamie Thomas article at Jenko. He said that he had said that there's different. They have a team manager for all the different levels that they have. I guess there's a team manager for the flow, the AM, and the pros.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's broken up exactly like that, but they definitely have a bunch.
They have
I'm
a bunch
sure
of
they do.
managers.
Yeah.
Elijah just said that.
That broken up like by AM or by pro or whatever.
Maybe they just have a set. These 10 dudes are with this guy, 10 there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but
I saw because Mike Sinclair like drove a van of a bunch of the Nike dudes that all live up in LA out to the Phoenix contest. That was like a couple weeks ago, and then I saw that in the Jamie thing today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elijah just texted me and said that the dude Joe from Habitat is now making a shoe company.
Who?
Some guy named Joe from Habitat.
Joe? Oh, you're talking about Joe Castruzzi?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would
He just said Joe of Habitat.
Joe of Habitat, I know.
That's the only Joe that should matter.
With Kevin Hurtado from Decline, they're doing a shoe thing.
Well, he tried to do shoes with Habitat. They made Habitat shoes. If he's trying to hop back on that train.
Yeah, they had Austin Gillette.
We will soon see. Thank you, Chandler. Always giving us the insights. Lakai is partnering with Huff. Grant Fierro!
Yeah, I got a DM from someone that works over at Huff that Drew knows.
We have a source.
Russie Russ. And he said, he just hit me up and he said, look, partnering with us over at Huff Worldwide. There are people from Lakai working at our corporate office. So I don't know a ton about it. Obviously, there's been a lot of rumors about Krill Tap issues. So Lakai seemed to have moved away from Krill Tap over to working with Huff. But this guy Russ that works at Huff also told me all he really knows about the whole Krill Tap thing is that Lakai left. And he said the rest are staying with Krill Tap, at least for now.
Damon, if this is true, how would you feel about Lakai partnering with Huff to try and save ends meet?
I mean, anything that keeps those brands going, I'm down for. I'm not really sure what the deal is with them partnering. Aren't they owned by the same like larger company, Altamont Capital?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I did hear once. I don't know if it's true. I thought that Huff like backed out of that thing, but I don't know if that was accurate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, whatever keeps those two brands going, I back. But I'd be confused to see how like two shoe companies would. I guess S in America under Soltec it works. So
yeah,
maybe it makes it easier for them.
Wasn't DVS Lakai used to be with DVS, didn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
DVS was with one other brand, I thought, at one point. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Is it Diamond? Are you thinking of Diamond?
Yeah, there was Podium, and I thought DVS, Maddox, and I thought there was another shoe brand, but probably not. Maybe I'm tripping.
Well, look, I mean, I feel like that's not an outlandish thing to think.
Oh, Elijah's blown up. Oh. DVS and Lakai work together.
Yeah, Podium. Yeah, someone else said that too. Yeah, before Lakai was with.
I like how you're Elijah's translator. He's like, oh,
dude, he's just blowing up my phone with.
Yeah, DVS, Madison, Lakai were under Podium, and then Lakai with Krill Tap. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so that's interesting. That means Lakai's been all over the map because Podium wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was pretty long ago. It doesn't.
I like
Feel that
DBS
one,
shoes. Jimmy Cow's, the ones that Jimmy Cow always wore, the like 2 stripes.
I feel like you're the only one that feels that way because I feel like a lot of people don't.
No one, you guys have never skated those?
I just feel like a lot of people don't ride DVS. I feel you're the
Uh-huh.
only person in, not even in recent memory, in long-term history memory of.
Do you guys think it'll get
I like
a rebirth with Kerry Getz as a team manager now?
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, that carries the TN.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
I
Yeah.
hope so. Yeah. I fucking love Kerry Getz, man. I fucking love
He's sick.
his anger, his double flips. God, I love the guy. Next topic. Mike Mo says that he will never leave girl. I won't be like Costin and Guy. Fuck them. I'm going to stay true and loyal to girl skateboards. And he will be back on his board at the end of the year. Thoughts, fellas? We'll start with Damon because I like bothering him. Damon, what do you think about Mike Mo's loyalty?
I think it's rad. Like, I can't wait to see him skating again.
Are you a Mike Mo fan?
Yeah, he's rad.
Yeah, as you should be. He rides for you guys, right? He's on the Fire.
He rides Spitfire, yeah.
Yeah, he
He
said
has
in
one
his
of
sponsor
the
tape.
best sponsor me tapes that we've ever gotten.
Best wheels ever.
You said what? He sent you the most sponsored tape?
You
No,
never
the
saw
best
that,
sponsor.
Oh,
Drew?
the best sponsor me.
Yeah, you should look it up. It's
so
pretty
funny.
amazing.
Yeah.
You'll see, Drew.
Did his brother? Did he try to get his brother on Spitfire too? Or did he try to get? Did his brother send you sponsored tapes also?
Not that I remember. I think his brother helped him film that one and maybe have written a note.
It's
that
so
came along
funny,
with it.
dude.
But
Are
You'll
you guys
see,
talking?
dude.
Are you guys talking about the parody one?
You know, I
Yeah.
feel so horrible.
I
How
am.
do you introduce what Damon does? He works out of Deluxe. What's your title? I apologize.
I do marketing stuff. I just help Jim. Jim tells me what to do.
Yeah, I heard. Quick story. I'm sure he told you already that when he left his laptop on his little tricycle or whatever he says it, or his stairmaster.
Tricycle.
You brought it over to him, right? And then he fucking left it on the airplane. Did he tell you that?
Wait, no, I still have his laptop. He he left to go to Mexico last night, and he called me asking me to look for it, and I looked around the office, and it wasn't here.
Hmm.
He had left it at the gym on his road bike or his stationary bike. So I went and grabbed it for him. Now I have it.
Such a pal. We need to get back to the news. Jim Thiebaud made the news. There you go, Jim. He said he'll be back at the end of skating 2016. Snowblind, Mr. Cortez Glosson. Are you excited to see one of your favorite skateboarders get back on the road?
Mike Mo?
Yeah, I mean,
I never claimed he was my favorite skateboarder.
He better be. You rode the Manchester because of him. Don't say it was Carl Foster.
Yeah.
It was Mike Mo.
His part is tight, except the only thing that bothered me about that part is like that song just gets so
You're an
old.
Idiot! That was the best song. That was the best song.
That song gets so old to me. I can't. I don't know. The part's super good, but sometimes I have to mute the song. But yeah, Mike Mo's tight.
Hey, do you like the loyalty that he's gonna stick with the girl skateboard?
Yeah,
brand?
that's sick. I like that clip of him, how he claims he never skates handrails, and there's that clip of him trying to feeble that like 7 rail on YouTube, and he breaks his wrist, and that's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of it.
You know what I was thinking of the other day? I remember when he got hurt like a year and a half ago, it's been probably.
Mhm.
Is at Woodward, they have like a handrail into a foam pit now. And I think it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
same week he got the golf cart accident. He big spin front board the rail into the foam pit, and then he had a clip of him doing it on like a park rail there at Woodward. And I remember him saying like this could be the beginning of something, like starts getting rails more.
I remember that
And then he
too.
got hurt, and I'm pretty sure that was the same week.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
rough.
Shane
Yeah.
O'Neill did like tray flip back nose blunt onto the foam pit one, or something
Yeah.
super gnarly like that.
Probably
Like they're just
something
doing
insane.
super fucked up shit on it.
Yeah. And if you guys want to see that, I want to give a shout out to Nigel Alexander for making that video. It's on NKA Vids on YouTube, where you can check his Q&A. Next up, there's always fun topic we'll be talking about for weeks and from weeks to come until they finish it up. Battle of the Barracks 9 battles with Mickey Papa versus Cody McIntyre and Carlos, what is that, Iroquois? I-Q-U-I.
EK.
Ike. Thank you. And Michael Sumner. Mickey Papa looks like he was getting dominated in the fight. That's funny. In the battle, if you will. Mickey Papa, and then he came back and and I'm sorry, I'm getting my notes mixed up here. But Mickey Papa took the win over Cody McIntyre. It looked like a really close game. But I think Michael Sumner took it one side. Would you agree, Grant?
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. It wasn't too back and forth. Mickey versus Cody was a little more back and forth, closer.
So what I noticed is that with the Mickey Papa win, they have now a bracket that he will be next facing Brian Peacock.
That'll be good.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of those first games were blowouts.
Yeah, almost all of them were.
We mentioned in the show a lot of it. It appears. I mean, this is again, we can only speculate, but a lot of them have admitted though that nerves has gotten the best of them in a lot of it. A lot of quiet. I mean, I remember Cody McIntyre says that he thought it was really weird. Like it was a reverse role for him. He got nervous as the game progressed.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. He thought it was weird that when he did an ollie flip on flat, that people were clapping. He's like, "What the fuck? What are you clapping for?"
It's kind of cool though because they have like a bunch of people that have never been in it, so it's kind of like interesting to see.
Yeah.
Because there's people that like can't skate flat ground, but then they'll do like the most like
I think it's a really good idea.
Tricks.
Yeah, it kind of shows just how good those other dudes have been at handling the pressure and like how used to it they've gotten.
No joke.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Good point.
I think, and as it goes deeper, I mean, the people that are more comfortable, you're going to see get further, obviously. So then, like, I mean, I wouldn't expect like the whole thing to just be blowouts. Like the game will get more back and forth.
Yeah, once we get into another bracket or two.
Yeah.
A little more experience.
By the end of this, like, the games of these ones, though, when it narrows down, the games will be super good. Because there is a lot of people in this Battle of the Barracks 9 that are super gnarly.
Yeah. Diego looks so comfortable in his game.
Yeah.
Creature added John Gardner. Have you seen this footage? Have you heard of John Gardner? Cortez?
I saw some of the Instagram shit.
Yeah, that's no one cares about that. We're talking about the video.
There's a video too? Fuck, I'm way out.
It's okay. I got you right here. Damon, tell me you saw it. I saw you nod your head. I think you did.
Yeah, it was gnarly as hell.
Stupid. It made no sense, David. It made no sense.
Oh shit, it's 3 minutes? Alright, I'm gonna watch it right now.
Cortez, is that your text thing?
Yeah, Elijah's blowing me up.
Can you put it on vibrate?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
That tall ass really did 50-50 and then early grab.
Yeah, that was the most ridiculous thing, I think.
Oh my god.
The drop on the rail was massive, dude.
Yeah, that was just scary to watch.
No joke.
It was terrifying. It must have been terrifying.
I enjoyed that. Man, you guys, when you see guys like that, are you like, or do you say, damn, we should have got him on reel?
I mean, we got plenty of solid dudes on reel, and to be honest, I don't really handle the team stuff, so I can pass that one off to Nate, who handles all the shit.
The TM.
But no, like there's so many good skaters out there. It's like hard to look at everybody and be like, that's the dude for real. It really comes down to like who gets along with the team and like who can get in the jump in the van and hang out with the guys and like keep that team vibe going.
Yeah.
This guy's style's sick.
It's been sick seeing Zion out with the team so much recently, like on the snap.
Yeah, Zion's been killing it.
Dude, so gnarly.
Yeah, he's fucked up good.
Yeah.
Well, this Gardner guy, man, like I even like his name. If he was pro, I'd put like a garden graphic. But if I didn't, if like no matter what company I was in charge of, like you said a guy named Nate was in charge of the team.
Holy shit.
If I was him or Jamie Thomas or Reynolds and I saw Gardner, I'd punch myself right in the dick because I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad I fucked up. I said, I could have had Garden Boy. Garden!
Crazy.
Damn, dude, he just did suicide boneless over that fucking rail in New York.
Yeah, the head-on one. I was
Holy
so
fuck.
gnarly.
Dude, I might buy a creature board, man.
Creature boards are good, dude.
Fuck, I'm down to ride the green. I'm gonna get a garden hat, a fucking Wes Kremer vest, some ugly ass shorts, and a green board. I'll kind of look however Elijah Chandler dresses like.
You got to wear Crocs.
Oh, that's horrible.
Those are gardening shoes.
Get some fallens before they fall out. New Chaz Ortiz Forrest Kirby footage for Zoo York MIA skate shop. Forrest Kirby. Hey, how come it made headlines saying on Ride Channel saying that new Forrest Kirby footage? Why has he not been around? Has he been gone?
They say that about. I mean, it's just a Ride Channel
everybody,
headline. They'll put whatever.
Oh, I thought
I haven't seen footage from him in a while. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it could be, but.
Okay, great. Next topic. There you go, Daniel Scales. Malto documentary. This is a more colorful topic that we can engage in conversation on. We'll start with Court. I'll start it off. I don't give a fuck. Malto documentary. I had learned from Cortez, and also they had a behind the scenes too, that they filmed the entire thing on an iPhone. But it was a little more.
You learned that from me?
He meant to say my name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grant Fierro. I learned
I was
nothing.
like, I didn't tell you that.
Well, have you seen the documentary?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so great. So those who don't remember, Malto got hurt. It was a hill flip, right?
Like a
3 or 4 block into a fountain.
But it wasn't the fountain in Love Park, right?
No.
Yeah, it was in New York. It was in Kansas City.
Kansas City.
But it looked like they did more. Well, they didn't. They used it with a special app where they can, control exposure and shutter speed and all that. But they also found ways to hook up to a gimbal and add on these fucking big ass lenses. Like, Ty Evans, you make my head itch. This is crazy shit that you're doing. The Malto documentary was nice to see. Well, one, to see Malto skating. It's nice to see Malto around because he's been gone for a very long time, and it's always hard to see, as skateboarders we know, when you get hurt and you can't skate. And if you do it as a profession, that's your livelihood. You get bummed out because you don't know what the fuck to do because I guess Malto, he doesn't do anything else. That's all he does is skate. What I'd like to hear your thoughts on the documentary, Miss Fierro.
Dude, I really liked it. I saw the day before they'd posted the teaser, and so I was hyped. And then I saw, I think they said in the caption, it's coming tomorrow, which was sick because, I mean, obviously teasing something far in advance isn't bad, but it's usually I see a teaser and I'm hyped, and then I wait 4 months. So it was cool to be
yeah, I'm
psyched. Oh, it's coming out tomorrow. Sick.
That's
obviously it was done super well. It's Ty Evans. That's what you expect. It was cool to see. It was a good perspective because there's a ton. If you look up Sean Malto, you're gonna see a lot of interviews that talk about Kansas City, which obviously it's not a bad thing. It's where he's from. But it was cool to see a different part of his life looked at, something that's he's going through right now, coming back from surgery and 2 injuries to his knee and his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how they put all the exercises that he had to do.
Yeah, the physical
to heal his
therapy.
ankle, so it shows how much you actually have to go through to recover from something.
That's still working hard. I don't think I could do that on a good ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done. I really enjoyed it. I like Malto. I loved it. I haven't heard any hate on it yet. Maybe I didn't read deep enough into social media. But
come back from skateboarding. Oh, but you didn't mention that the pin thing. You didn't mention the pin thing that you mentioned to me with Atiba and Malto.
Oh, that was funny. All right, so he answered the phone call from Atiba on the Apple Watch. So he answered the phone. He's like, "What up, Atiba?" And Atiba's like, "Oh, I got this spot for you. It's like a bank to rail thing or something." And then Sean's like, "All right, cool. I'll be there at 20. Just send me the pin." I was like, "Drew, how did you know he's gonna be there in 20 minutes? He doesn't have the pin yet." But I mean, I just thought it was funny.
Solid point. It's a solid point. Grant's on the case. He's the investigator to find out if Malta really got there in 20 minutes or 40.
Yeah, right.
Pete, the Southwest. Can you stop moving?
Well, actually, one other thing I did like about it was obviously I think most people know it was a partnership with Apple. But it was sick that it wasn't super in your face. You used his Apple Watch, and that's based, and they shot it on an iPhone. But there wasn't
Oh, that's true. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says it at the end of the video.
yeah. That's what I like. Like, it would have just sucked if it was like Apple logos and all, like super blatantly, like zoomed in on his iPhone or something.
I know that they didn't put up like a Steve Jobs photo in Malto's room like it's
Yeah,
been.
like it was very well done and not overly advertising, like crazy annoying.
I mean, it wasn't obvious to me, so they were trying to accomplish that. I was totally oblivious to that. I was like, yeah, Malto, Malto, Malto. I don't give a fuck about what products you use. Give me that Malto. What I noticed that Ghost Digital, what's called Ghost Digital Cinema.
Yeah.
Is that his shit also, Ty Evans?
Yeah, it was like their first
it's
film.
a new thing, yeah.
What the fuck? So he's done with Brain Farm already?
Yeah, he had to be like your boy P-Rod.
What does that mean?
Elijah says that's Ty's new company.
Yeah, it's Ty's thing.
What does that mean? He has to be like P-Rod.
Start his own thing.
Oh, I thought Brain Farm was his own thing.
Nah, Brain Farm is way bigger than skateboarding.
Oh, is it? I thought that was some new shit.
I think they do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
like
they do a bunch. I know they
snowboarding
do
and like
snowboarding,
car commercials.
Yeah, they did like the Art of Flight, that one crazy snowboard video.
Yeah.
You should just call it Tie Your Shoe Cinema. Pizza Southwest Side Story. Thrasher. Did you see this? Cortez, where'd you go? All right, Grant Fiero.
I saw, yeah, they killed it, dude.
You saw, that's Pizza Skateboards, yes?
Yeah, that was their one of their trip videos.
What do you think about Pizza Skateboards, Damon? Did you like that edit?
Yeah, the edit was good. A lot of those dudes are really, really good.
Where are they from?
I think Sac.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Sacramento. I'm pretty sure. Michael Palazzi.
I know Palazzi's from up there.
Yeah, he's like PLA
that
boys
guy's
or whatever.
good.
Yeah. There was one trick in there that I still don't understand. The front feeble, like, fast plant on the rail where he takes his back foot off.
Yeah.
Like, feebles are, like, all back foot.
Yeah,
so,
like,
I don't understand how you can take your foot off on a rail, still do the trick. Like, it doesn't, like, you've seen Trevor Colton do them where he does just, like,
the
one foot?
Yeah, those are
And it's like, that trick is so much in the back seat. Like, how do you take that foot off?
Back
like,
foot off. Yeah,
it doesn't make, I had to watch it a couple of times. It's like,
makes no
just
sense.
doesn't make sense.
It's like a Mike Peck trick.
Yeah, Mike has some weird ones.
Yeah,
Dude, you know what a trick that stands out to me is this kid that super long double-sided ledge that has a parking block at the end.
Yeah.
And they do that. He board slides it, and then like 180 to back lip kind of on the parking block to fakie, I think.
Oh, that was
Like
sick.
he
I
whipped
like
out
how
of
he
it.
does the crooks, and then he pops out and then does sex changes. I think that's super gnarly.
Oh yeah, after the pop out.
Do you
I feel
see
like it would just go primo.
Do you see a lot of Pizza Skateboards over there, Damon?
Just up in Sacramento. I've started to see it more like on Instagram. Like, doesn't Hollywood ride a pizza skateboard? I feel like I've seen him.
You know
He does
what?
have one.
Hollywood eats pizza. He probably
loves
does
pizza,
have a
dude.
pizza skateboard. I would not be surprised. I think I just saw him tweet saying that he wants a pizza skateboard. So I know that his life is pizza. He doesn't have blood in his veins. He has cheese. I wonder.
So pretty safe to say.
I wonder if he does. I wonder if Mike Medina is a pizza.
Yeah, have you seen anyone skating him, Drew?
No, but I like that. I like the Chuck E. Cheese dude flipping me off every time I see it. The mouse.
I saw one kid had one at PQ.
Yeah, I think I've only seen one or two in person.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
I think they do have a big following on Instagram, kind
I
of
get-
like a lot of people like it.
Well, now that Damon told me that they sees them a little more on Instagram, I'm probably gonna keep my eyes more open to it because I'm pretty oblivious to a lot of these things. Especially,
I haven't seen too many around the Bay Area, but like up in Sacramento, you'll see people with them.
I need to keep I'll probably, I don't know if I follow them. I'll probably have to give them a nice, healthy follow after the end of the show.
I think they've been around for a while, and then they're kind of now just blown up.
Yeah, probably.
Because I used to buy like a bunch of stuff on Skate Warehouse online. They had like a big sale or something a while ago, and like I always would see pizza skateboards like just as a little category. Yeah, probably since like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then
I only
never
known about it for
saw
probably
one.
a year.
Yeah. So I think they've been around for a while, and then those new dudes they put on the team are just
Dude, I'm
making them
a
blow up.
really big fan of Michael Paluzzi. He friggin'
Yeah, he's
rips.
sick.
And that kid Ducky, he's so good.
Their whole team's good.
He's like
They
our
all
age,
are.
Cortez, and he's in
Down Hollywood was fucked
the
up.
Biggie from board.
Yeah.
You know, so who got Biggie front boards with Switch is a gentleman named Keelan Dad. Keelan Dad is expected to release a board brand pretty soon. He says he posted a photo on a board with the little emoji looking up, thinking a little bit. He says, "Will reveal graphics soon. What board sizes do you skate?" And in his bio it says, "Loading ... new project ? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I guess it's seems like it's most likely a brand. Maybe it was like it could be something of Pharmacy.
Pharmacy?
Yeah.
You think
I know
Pharmacy?
he rips them hard. What if he just had like a little pro model for Pharmacy, like Miles did with PLA?
You think? You don't think he'd do like Honey skateboards?
I mean, I kind of don't. I mean, Pharmacy might be involved, but I don't know if it'd be just like the Miles one, because like, asking for board sizes, it kind of just seem like it's maybe completely his own thing, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It seems like he's maybe just making his own board or like some one-off thing.
Yeah.
Well, like a guest board, you think?
No, like kind of like when Cole was in between, like he made those like Chris Cole boards, like that were.
I have one in my closet.
It wasn't like a brand or anything. Like maybe he's doing something like that, or maybe he's trying to see like if he
You're out
could
with the goal
do his
boards?
own brand. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting thoughts. I think those are good. Yeah, those are good. Those are good thoughts. I think he's just trying to accumulate money, ready for the lawyer fee.
The lawyer fee?
Yeah, the lawyer fees, because he's in
Lawyer?
trouble right now.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Dude, wait, actually, there's a new update, kind of. Not update, but do you see Boo Johnson's free lunch today?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty bummed on Lee DuPont.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty harsh at those awards.
Were you there, Damon?
Yeah. Did I
Dude.
see you?
What'd you say, Grant? He was pretty harsh on what?
Lee DuPont from
DuPont
Weekend Buzz.
He made jokes about
He made a lot of Keelan Dad jokes at Transwood Awards.
Yeah. What do you say? You want to repeat some of them?
One of them was about the skating Hollywood High, I think, and it was like something about the 12s there. Because like the 16's too old, or like something about the numbers. It was a lot of like number jokes. Like I don't remember them, but they're pretty creative. But coming from Boo's point of view, like I would understand why he's like think that's stupid. Like,
And who was making these jokes?
Lee DuPont, he's on Weekend Buzz. He's like one of the co-hosts with Robert Brink.
I haven't watched a Weekend Buzz in a while.
So like I get Boo, like that's his friend, and like
He's responsible for filming some of your favorite skate videos, man.
yeah, that is true.
Some of your favorite Zero videos. Lee DuPont, you ever heard of Freckleface?
Oh yeah.
It's him.
That's the same.
Oh,
guy.
okay. I just
So, like,
never
you
knew
look at
his,
it from
I never knew
like-
his real name.
I'd be bummed, like, if your friend got in trouble and, like, we don't know the situation, really. We just know what the internet says. And the internet says what the internet wants to say. Like, none of us know. Boo doesn't know. Boo just said he pretty much doesn't talk to Keelan about it. Like, he was waiting.
I
Like-
asked this on Twitter, and I feel like asking it on the podcast. Do you think that Keelan Dad's career will ever start back up again, or do you think that that's too premature to ask until we find out the verdict of his situation?
I think you're gonna have to wait to see what the verdict is until all the details come out.
Yeah, I mean, the verdict is definitely important, but even getting the situation starting is already going to have a huge impact and already has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So-
gonna forever be tied to that. It's gonna
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's gonna take a lot
I
to
feel
come back.
I feel like people aren't gonna want to like sponsor him if he's hated for something like that. You know,
He's
it's gonna
gonna
be real tough for him to find a home.
He's almost gonna have to do the Ryan Sheckler route, where he got a lot of crap for doing that
show.
TV show. Of course, this is nowhere near the same thing.
Yeah, a little bit
You're
different.
talking about legal issues. However, though, if he is not guilty, then he's gonna have to just shut the fuck up and skate. And
The
then
life of crying.
the life of Switch God, if you will.
That'd be such a good YouTube series. The Life of Switch God.
Grant, it sounds like you have to make some corrections from your last podcast about Dave.
Yeah, well, a bunch of people were saying, and this is weird because we've had a lot of things about Super recently. A bunch of people hit us up saying they're like, oh, Dane Vaughn was taken off the Super team page, so we mentioned it last week.
Mhm.
We didn't really say a ton about it, but it came up. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting tagged in these things. Super is promoting him again, and he's back on the team page. And, like, this has happened multiple times with Super recently.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Dude, who knows? I just want to – I understand that I said the wrong thing.
He's back on the team page.
Yeah, and apparently he was taken off. And then, like, the day that you posted the skate Fillet last week, they posted a photo of him, and he posted a photo about Supra, and I was like, but not like a photo like, oh, I'm back on. Like, I don't know. Like, why was he off the team page for like a day? And that happened with Keelan, and who else? That happened to someone else too that we talked about. I don't know. It's weird.
That was with your boy Switch Guy we just mentioned.
Yeah, I know. I said Keelan, but there was one other person too that happened.
Oh, if there was, then I mean,
I don't understand. Remember?
Maybe they need to hire a new coder for their site.
Yeah, maybe it was just the web guy fucked up.
Yeah. Who knows? So I just wanted to correct that, but no like news. He was already on Supra. Apparently nothing ever happened between them, and that's really it for that topic.
Oh, that's sweet. Nike SB just posted a photo with Luan and Leticia. That's cute. Hey, what do you? Hey, you want to know what else is funny about the Malto thing is every time I see those Nike SB butt graphics,
I laugh every time.
I can't look at them anymore, man. It's like you gotta take that shit off. Take off that
Nike SB what?
They get Nike SB. They got like these tanks and shirts where they got the butt graphic. You know where girls have the pink on their butt. You know, the shorts. It's like the same thing with the shirts. It's right on the tail of it.
And it's like Nike SB.
What about Drew? You're a fan of when Joey Brzezinski were making those fart jokes with yoga models.
Well, that sounds like a show today, guys. Go ahead and start doing the guest questions with Damon. We got any questions for Damon? I got a question. No, I got more like I don't know. Well, yeah, I got a question. So you thought that I went to school for communications?
I asked Grant like what your background was and all this stuff. Like I figured you wanted to be like on the radio or like have your own show.
I got a show, but it's called. I'm not trying to be the what's that dude name? Not Howard Stern, but the guy that nobody likes, Bill O'Reilly. I'm not trying to do it.
You're not trying to not have a huge talk show.
I mean, Skate Fillet. I hope Skate Fillet flourishes, but if I had a talk show, I don't know. I had
trying to get it on a bigger channel.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I've mentioned a few times that I had a few meetings with Barra about doing reviews for the barracks, but that fell through. Other than that, I mean, I'm not opposed. If the opportunity's there, I'll say, yeah, sure. I would love to. I like to take this
loud voice. What would your ideal platform be?
My ideal platform?
Yeah, like channel or like.
The barracks would be cool. Maybe picked up by maybe Howard Stern. Yeah, get me over there. The biggest platform possible. I'm not opposed. The biggest one out there. Let me work for Apple and talk about skateboarding with them. I mean, Sean Malto's doing it. Fuck it. I love Steve Jobs.
The thing, like, I've actually thought about this a lot recently, which is
like, would you guys do Ride Channel if they hit you up about it?
Absolutely. Give me that.
This is what I was saying. Like, I've been thinking about this a lot, and like, it'd be weird in a way for someone that if they wanted to post it, like, I'd be hyped on that. But at the same time, like, we say whatever we want, like whether that's positive or negative about stuff that comes out.
Yeah.
So like, what if we're on Ride Channel and then we're over here like, oh, that article sucked, and then like.
Yeah, but I mean, Gary kind of does it with Thrasher.
Yeah, he'll talk.
He'll talk shit on stuff that Thrasher puts up, like or like the people that sponsor Thrasher, and it seems to work out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, that would be a huge discussion with me also, because I need to have that voice.
Yeah.
I don't believe in censorship at all. I don't believe in it in myself, or I'm very transparent with how I feel. I don't. frankly, I don't give a fuck what people think. You can like me or hate me. I mean, I broke a VX on camera. I mean, and
I still hate you for that.
suck my fucking fuck. But
Yeah,
I was actually flattered. I was like, damn, am I actually doing the necessary steps from giving that impression where one will think I'm going to school for journalism or communication? That was a beautiful thing. I was hyped on that.
I mean, that's honestly what I thought. Yeah, I thought like that was like your goal was to be in broadcasting.
I'm not opposed to it. I love to entertain, regardless of what any shape or platform that I'm giving that to. As long as I can entertain, that's all I can ask for. Is if I can make happy faces smile.
Well, you guys are doing a good job. I mean, this thing's growing, right? Like,
yeah, thanks to that man who's forgetful named Jim Thiebaud. No, absolutely. I'm hyped that you're on here. I'm hyped that our previous guest of Chris Ray's on it. Right here, Felix is in here too. Felix Aguirres. He's here. He's here live. Thank you, Skater Poppy.
Yeah, I think if you guys keep this going and keep it like you're saying, like uncensored and like not playing favorites or anything, like it could only grow. Like I think that's the one thing skating misses a lot sometimes is everybody has to kind of tiptoe around certain things, and it's really hard. Like I respect Gary just because like it's hard to say that shit and then have to face those people face to face.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Like he goes to all those events and like I don't back some of the stuff he says, but like it's really hard to like look at those people face to face, talk with them.
Yeah.
After all the shit you said on the internet, like that's why a lot of people talk shit on the internet but don't ever show their face or like.
No, and it does take balls. It does, and I've gotten my fair share of criticism, but no one says something to your face. No one will. But Gary, and I'm the confrontational type. Not saying I'm looking for a fight, but I don't know why I'm even switching gears to this being about me. But I do know this.
Because it's interesting.
I do know that Gary mentioned on his Krail Couch that some of the stuff that he said with the LE dudes, like they talked to him at Long Beach and said, "Yeah, we don't play that shit." And he and I believe it.
Yeah. I was there.
You were there?
You were there?
Well, no, I wasn't at Cherry Park, but like it was at the trade show, and he came back and like told us what happened. We're like, "Yep, it was gonna happen eventually."
Wait,
Dude,
so
that must be terrifying. He's
the
in
LA
Long Beach.
dudes came up to him and said like, "Yo, we don't fucking."
They don't.
I don't know what exactly they said, but they pretty much like vibed him. Like they're like,
"Huh,
we're backing our dude. You talk shit on Julian, like,
yeah,
you know."
Oh, I don't remember exactly what he said.
He does say some pretty heavy stuff for.
And you know what? Props to him because at least he has the guts to say it.
Yeah, some of the stuff he says is hilarious.
Marcus Dyer had a question. It says, "I have a feeling that Wade DeSarmo is going to leave DGK and go with Primitive. He's been skating a lot with the Primitive dudes and is getting filmed by Spanish a lot." You know what, Marcus Dyer? It could happen. You know,
I've actually been thinking about it a lot this week. He's been a Spanish.
As Grant said in a lot of in the previous podcast, he feels that your boys over there at KO are in dire straits.
He's been with Spanish, I swear, almost every day this week, and I know Spanish is a big fan. And I've been thinking about it, which is funny. It's cool that Marcus said that. But every time I just think about it, I'm like, dude, Primitive, and then I just like at DG Wade, and I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be Primitive Wade. Let's change the username.
P Wade.
P Wade.
Do you guys ever have people you follow on Instagram or like pros that you know their Instagram name before you know their actual name, where you have to like think about it?
Oh yeah, if their username's like something different.
Yeah. Have you ever accidentally called someone to their face their Instagram name?
Yeah, all the time.
I don't know if I've called someone it.
My friend's Instagram name is Boy, and then his last name. Whenever I go to text him, I type in Boy in my phone, and then realize that I have to type in
that's
that.
Funny. Yeah.
I was just wondering if that's happened to anybody else.
Sure. I don't know how to say Felix's last name again, and I'm Hispanic too, so I feel embarrassed. So I always call him one Felix. And I feel like that's becoming very normal. But I was used to this even when I was doing video game videos, like everyone's gamer tags, their usernames on video games.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone calls me Drew because Drew's Day is Drew. You don't want to say the whole fucking thing. So I set it up that way.
Yeah.
Have you? What's the next? Oh, the Zach says, with the stuff happening with Fallen, how far behind do you think Decline is from the same fate? Aren't they already out?
Yeah, Decline's been out.
Decline is out, Zach. So you know what? They beat Fallen to the punch.
Hey, Damon, what size board do you ride?
838.
His next question is, what is your setup?
Oh,
I said it? Or who are we talking to?
Yeah, you, Damon. Yes, sir.
838 real board or crooked board, Thunder 149s, and Formula 4 101s.
which
kind of
shape?
print?
Do you skate the full shape or no?
I bounce around. I think I'm riding the radials right now.
Nah, but for the board.
No, I skate the regular one right now.
Okay, the regular.
The full shape, it has a much like wider nose and tail, so it feels like you're riding like
Bigger board.
a bigger board.
Yeah.
But and it has like a little bit more like snub nose. Some people like that like more squat shape.
Yeah.
But,
You're not into it?
I've been stuck on the 838 for like 10 years now, so I have a hard time changing.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, and I remember.
But a lot of people have been really liking those full shapes. Like it's a totally different nose and tail
Dude, I
than
love it.
what we usually have.
Yeah. The Dreamer, I've heard. Is that the one that you skate, or that's?
That's the 838, the regular 838.
Okay.
That
Oh!
full shape, Grant. I rode your board, and
Yeah, that's
that
the full
shape's
shape.
not for me.
Yeah, you don't like. That's what
Can't do
Drew
it.
said too. Yeah, that's what most people are like. Like they'll step on it and they'll be like hyped on it, or they'll be like, "Oh, I can't skate a board like that."
Yeah, Grant.
I love
Grant
it.
showed me. He pulled out under his bed. He showed me. He had another real board, a full one. He said, "Oh, you skate this? Would you be down to skate this?" I said, "I used to ride these kind of boards, and I used to ride Baker boards. They were bigger, and then the nose appeared to me, or maybe it was just the tail. It was one or the other. It wasn't both sides like how you have it, Grant." And he showed me, and I said, "Dude, you should just." And I took the board and I put it right by his door well. And I said, "Dude, this is your door, bro. You just take out your door. That you just have this one board right here. That shit's big, bro. That shit's my God.
You ride an
big-
8.
You got those clown feet though. You got those
Yeah.
big.
So I mean, it depends on what you prefer.
What size shoe are you, Grant?
My cons are 11, so I'm like an 11.5 or a 12 in most shoes.
What about in diamond shoes?
Oh, those are 11.5.
11.5.
11.5. Oh, Damon, what is it? Doesn't the Otis skate a deluxe shape, but they print it on Baker boards for him?
Not that I know. I
yeah.
know we like helped him like a little bit, helped with the Baker guys like when he was first like trying to figure out different shapes and stuff.
Okay,
But as far as I know, it's all through
it's
Baker.
different. Okay, yeah, because I just had heard like that basically, like they were testing out shapes, and I thought maybe like he used one, or maybe just one of them like helped him figure it out or something. But
No, I remember like it was years ago now, but like when he was gonna go pro and stuff, he wanted to like shape his own board, like he wanted a different shape. So he was like kind of getting a bunch of different things from different people and being like, I like this nose, I like this tail. So we
Piecing
had
it
sent him
together.
some boards to kind of like help him piece it together and like worked with the Baker dudes to make sure he got like exactly what he wanted.
nice.
How's your buddy Reed doing, man?
He's doing good. Yeah. Thank you guys for shouting him out on the show. That was a crazy week. But he's doing good now. He's back at work and yeah, doing good.
Good.
That shit's scary.
Yeah, definitely.
That's more than relief because whenever anybody
Get it checked out because
absolutely.
I was with him and I gave him a high five and I was like, all right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I didn't think anything was wrong. And
Whoa! I didn't
and
realize
then-
that.
What happened to your friend? I didn't hear this.
He just he hit his head skating the skate park and fractured his skull.
Oh my god.
But it like from everyone that was there and like he even said like it didn't seem that bad.
Mhm.
But so he like hung out for a second and then he went home, and when he got home he like got out of a cab and like he coughed and like spit up a bunch of blood, and then like his nose started bleeding and he's like, oh shit, like something's wrong.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
went to the hospital and like the crack in his skull was like letting air into his brain, like
Holy
through
crap.
the sinus or something, like, which I guess is dangerous because anytime there's air inside your skull, it's like risk of infection.
Mhm.
So they just like had to do all these scans like for a couple days, and he was in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days, and he couldn't like do any, like couldn't work. It was in this like next brace for like a week. But
Yeah.
he's all good now. It's just like he has to take it easy for a bit and go skate for a while.
I want to reiterate what Damon just said, and this is to all viewers, listeners watching us live and on YouTube and on iTunes. Get your head checked if you fucking hit it, regardless if you think if you suffer concussion or not.
Yeah,
I hit my head at the Agua Norte skate park. Luckily, granted, I was really happy and really lucky that it was nothing serious, but straight to the fucking hospital. Thank you, Gabe Gusson, for driving the fucking car. My God, that was scary.
Yeah,
that was serious.
Like so you just never know like how serious it is, and
you don't.
Better safe than sorry.
You don't know.
I just had to go get my head checked too.
For what?
You smacked it?
I wasn't even skating. I was at my friend's house, and there was this staircase and this super low like kind of doorway like thing where the staircase goes down and then it turns right like immediately. And we were moving stuff out, and like I was just walking down the stairs like carrying something, and I just fucking smashed my forehead on the thing going down because it was too tall for me.
Uh-huh.
I had
Crazy.
the baddest like just lump like this, and it, like the wall cut my head, and you could see like some of my hair like on the wall, like my skin on it.
Yeah.
When was that?
Like a month ago.
Oh, I was about to say you look fine.
Yeah, it was that guy's house.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Well, is there any other questions or?
Yeah, we have any questions for Damon? We don't want to take too much of his time here because we got to wrap up the show here. Damon, he was at Ally wants to know what was Reed trying when he hit his head.
I don't remember. I didn't see it. I think it was there's like a bank at the Soma Park, like in the corner. I think he was doing something on the bank and like landed and then stuck and like kind of flew back off the bank onto his head.
I could be wrong, but I think Jim told me it was like a tray flip rock, or maybe just a tray flip on the bank.
Yeah, I think it was a tray flip on the bank, and then like riding back down, he somehow got pitched.
Yeah. Do you like skating that park?
He hit the back of his head.
Super. Yeah, he hit the back like behind his ear here. Yeah, that park is super fun. Did you get to skate it when you were here?
Yeah, I went I think on a Sunday. Yeah, it's fun. I liked it for sure. I told this last week on the show. As I got there, the whole Birdhouse team and Tony Hawk and Steve Cobb were all like getting in the van and leaving.
That's rad.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah,
That's a fun one.
It's crazy. Like I usually skate there like after work at night during the week, and just the kids that skate there, like the locals, like it's insane how good everybody is.
Dude, there was this black kid that was probably my age, like 17 or 18. That was so gnarly.
Was he super tall?
No. He was probably.
Did he have like dreads? Was he like? There's a couple kids there that are just like insanely.
What
good.
skate park is this?
Soma Park in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Before we let you go and we wrap up, Damon, there has to be a funny Jim Thiebaud story, and if there is, I'm dying to hear it.
Oh man,
like 5'10".
I'd have to think.
Take a moment. Take a moment to really saturate. Think about the funniest shit that Jim has said or done.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you guys keep talking. I'll try to think of one.
Okay.
There's got to be one.
Yeah, there's one that you can share, of course.
Of course.
I would. Yeah, I'm just dying to hear it. Jim right now is probably quaking in his boots as he watches the show live.
He's pretty open about all
In
this
his
stuff.
boots.
I got a funny story. I'll mention it real fast. This is a great one. Jim Thiebaud has been notorious, and he doesn't remember this. Maybe he's hit his head a few times. That he has followed me and unfollowed me on social media several times. And I asked him about this. I called him. I said, Jim, I just got to know. I mean, it's okay if you don't, or if you do. I mean, I still love you regardless. You're the Dom skateboard. But what's the problem here? My posts are dope. And he said, dude, I have no idea. He said, dude, Drew, I honestly have no idea. Like, he has no idea why he follows me, unfollows me. I said, the only thing is you just got to pick one. Just pick one. So he I'm over here at the Albertson, no, the Walmart neighborhood food store, and I'm talking to him, walking down these aisles, loud as fuck as always. And I call him out, and he says, he says, hey, you know what I should do? And he starts. I don't know. I'm sure you have. With Jim Tebow, he laughs so hard he starts to heave.
He does like the seal laugh. Like
no, well, he heaves really hard, and he couldn't stop, and he was dry. Oh, there goes Grant. Grant, we'll get you back in here. I noticed he was frozen for a bit. He was heaving so hard. While he's on the phone, he's driving on the freeway. And I'm worried about the guy because he's heaving so hard.